tips video for you guys. And for my mommy's tip videos, I have 10 tips for you guys. Girls, more like mommies. I have 10 tips for you guys, and sorry for the background noise. My mother-in-law is trying to keep my son entertained. So it works with me. So yeah, I have 10 tips for you moms out there, and I would like to know your feedback. Comment down below if these help you guys out, or if they don't, well, these so far have been helping me out, and maybe you guys could help me out with my struggles, because everybody struggles with something different in their babies. Mommy parenting is not easy, I could assure you that. And well, yeah, let's get started with this video. But don't forget to like and subscribe, comment down below, give me a thumbs up, and yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so for my first tip for you mommies out there, it's gonna be always be patient with your child. Always be patient. Like, it doesn't matter if they are crying, fussy, screaming. Always be patient. Don't ever lose your sanity because of their crying. Don't ever make them feel bad because they're crying or anything like that. Don't make them feel worthless. It's easy to feel worthless when your parent screams and constantly screams at you. It's really hard, and that's why I tell you, don't make your child feel worthless. Always have your sanity, and always, before you speak to them, if they made you mad or anything, always speak to them in their view. I know it's hard, and you just want to scream at them, hit them on the butt, spank them, and be like, no, that's not what you do. But you know what, sometimes it's wrong to do that as a parent, and sometimes it's okay. But when it's wrong, you know it's wrong. Like, you have your gut feeling that it's wrong and that you're doing it wrong. So that's why you're just like, no, I'm not gonna do it this time. For this moment, this is wrong for me. As a parent, this is wrong to be treating your child like this. So that's why you be patient, speak to them, let them understand what's wrong and why you get mad, or why you don't like that idea, or why you don't want them to be treating like certain things like that. But always speak to them. So for the second is teach them young. Always teach them young, train them young. Since a young age, discipline them. You always have to be disciplining them when they're young, because you don't want them to later on in life come up to you and be like, you didn't teach me, or well, I'm not going to listen to you because you didn't tell me before, and why are you telling me now? It's like, no. You have to listen to me since the beginning till then. Like, that's why I don't want to see my child 3 or 4 years old screaming in the store. No. That's why Johnny, he has tried that on me, screaming at the store, and I had spanked him right there and then. I spanked him, and I'm like, you do not do that. No, you do not get your way by screaming. You tell us you want something, you point at it right now, because you can't talk, but you point at it, and you know how to point, so you don't have to scream. And then he understands. He's just like, and next time we go to the store, he doesn't do it again. So this is important. Always teach them young, so that way you don't have to struggle with it in the future. 3. My number 3 tip is always ask for help. Does not matter if you don't think you need it, maybe, or you don't feel like you need it, but there's always that one person that helps you, and you're like, thank you. Like, I needed that. I needed to be taking the child off my hands, and to be like, time to rest. Your body is tired. You have constantly be taking care of a baby, especially if you have 2 kids. Like, I don't know how you guys are doing it, because I don't know how I'm doing it with 2. Like, 1 year and 1 month for my first child, and he's almost gonna be 2 months, and that's stressful for me. So I don't know how you moms are doing it, but always ask for help. Your neighbor, you trust your neighbor, or anybody else, your family. Ask your mom, your dad, your uncles, anybody, your grandparents. Ask them, be like, can you please help me just one day, help me with an hour at least to take care of my baby. It'd be so much of a help to me, and it'd be really the best thing that you could do for me. Like, I don't need anything else, but that would be the best thing you could actually help me with, like, to help you with the baby for an hour. If you have a baby, mostly, because some babies come out really cry babies. So that's why I say it. Like my first child, he's a crybaby, and still to this day he cries more than my second child. And that's why I tell you guys, always have somebody to help you, because you know you're gonna get crazy with all those cryings and everything, and you just, you know, be like, can you help me one day, and or can you help me with this 30 minutes? I'm just gonna go shower quickly, gain my rest and everything, and come back right for him. I promise. And that's all you have to do. And I promise you they won't say no. I promise you. I reassure you that everybody, if you come to them, they'll be like, yes, because they know you need the rest. They know that you've been tired and you've been looking after the child all day 24/7, and you need that rest, mom. So be sure of getting rest. Number 5 tip is always play with them. Always have that time of the day to play with your child. Always have that time of the day to get their toys together and be like, oh, play with them, interact with them, read to them, have special moments with each other, because you know they're growing so fast that you need to interact with them. Even though it's sleeping, that's interacting. Always hug them when they're sleeping. I like to cuddle Johnny when he sleeps. Nathaniel, not that much right now because he's still little, so I like to have him to sleep by himself. But I like to cuddle Johnny a lot because he feels like he has been taken out of his place. He has his brother, and he loves him so much, I see. But he still feels sometimes that he's been taken out of his place. And I always tell him, you haven't, Beba. You haven't, baby. You haven't. So I always hug him, cuddle him to sleep. I play with him, and I take him out. And number 6, have a sleep schedule for your baby. And when you have your sleep schedule, either sleep as well or do your laundry, do your dishes, do your anything that you need to do that you know that you won't be able to get done without the baby sleeping. Do it right then and then. Don't wait. Don't be on your phone. They're sleeping. Okay, it has happened to me that I'm like, oh, they're gonna sleep. Okay, so I'm on the phone and and when I get up and to do this stuff, they're already waking up, and I'm like, oh, I should have just done what I needed to do and not be on my phone. I could have been doing that later on in the night, but it happened. So I always tell everybody I know, like, always do everything you need to do when the baby's sleeping. So that way you have time and everything, and they wake up, you could just tell them, come on, papas, come help me. And they're fine with that. Or you could put them back to sleep. Sometimes they want to just go back to sleep. So yeah. That did not happen. Number 7. Always have a day to take your kids out. They get bored being at home. Even though it's once a week, always have a day to take your kids out. Make sure they go out, explore, learn some stuff. I like to take Johnny to the park. He interacts with other kids, and he learns how to do new stuff each day. So I like to take them to the park or some places like that. Or even church. I like to take him out to church. We don't go sometimes out, and when we do go out, it's to church, and he goes and interacts with other kids. They have a playground at church. I let him run around and everything, and he gets his energies out. And that's a really good tip for moms. If you guys want to make sure they get their energy out of them, take them to the park, let them play around, run around and everything, and they'll be good as new. They'll come home really tired, want to take a nap, and take maybe a really long nap, and you could even do your anything else you would like. So number 8, snack time. I've been struggling for snack time for my son. He's 1 year and 4 months. Lately he hasn't been wanting to eat, so what I do is take him out, right? And when he sees other kids want to eat stuff, he points at those stuff. Or like I take him to the store and I ask him, which one do you want? And he's like, this one, or this one, or this one. And I make him choose his foods, so that way he actually eats them. That way when it comes to time to eat, I just show him, do you want this? And he's like, yeah, eso. Like he says in Spanish, but like that he wants that. Or like like that he wants this one. And I'm like, okay, then that's what I do. Like on Monday, which is Wednesday today, but on Monday I took him to the store and I had two packs of chicken nuggets because he's been lately loving chicken nuggets. So I took him to buy some chicken nuggets because I don't want to keep buying him McDonald's chicken nuggets all the time. Those are really bad for him. So I think that it's better to buy him chicken nuggets that I can make at home, and they're healthier. They're pure breast, and these are not the chicken nuggets from McDonald's or not. So I brought him, and I asked him, which one do you want? I had a dinosaur one and the regular one, and I was like, which one do you want? And he's like, it's this, like that. He wanted both of them, and I was just like, oh, see, it's easier. And I do that with the cereal as well, because that's the only thing he eats: cereal, chicken nuggets, macaroni and cheese, chicken. That's all he eats. And I'm like, okay, and bananas. I'm like, oh well, at least I know what he likes and what he wants, so I'm like, that's good. But always, if you want your child to eat their snacks and everything, and if you want them to eat more, make them choose what they want, and that way they would actually eat it. Because if you just give it to them, force feed them, they won't want to eat, and then later on maybe they won't want to eat less than what they're already eating. Number 9 tip: if you're married or you work in the morning or anything like that, always prepare your lunch at night. I like to do this for my husband because he leaves at 6:30 to work, and sometimes he leaves earlier. So what I like to do is pack his lunch the night before, so that way he just gets up, goes to the restroom, does his stuff, comes to the fridge and gets his lunch and leave. That's all. And kisses goodbye, of course. But that's all he does. I don't have to wake up early in the morning, make the lunch or anything, and that way I could sleep in with the kids. I'm like, oh, I'll just do it at night. That way in the morning it's ready. And that's all I do. I don't have to worry about making it. I don't have to worry about making it later on in the day, going to take it to him. You don't have to worry about that. Or he doesn't have to spend money on food, or you don't have to spend money on food. You could just pack your lunch in the night, get it in the morning. It's easy as that. But yeah. And I also like to have in mind what I want to cook. In the night, I ask my husband, oh, what do you want for tomorrow in the morning? I mean, for lunch. Because when he comes home for dinner, more like. So I ask him, what do you want for dinner tomorrow? And he's just like, oh, I want this, or I want this. And sometimes he's more complicated. I couldn't say it. But sometimes he's more complicated, and he doesn't want anything but rice and beans. And I'm like, okay. So that's why I always ask him, like, what do you want to eat? Like, do you want this or do you want that? And he tells me what he wants. He doesn't, I don't have to worry about that the next morning, trying to figure out if I have the stuff or not. And then sometimes I think about it the day before or earlier. That way I buy the stuff the day before, and then the next day it's ready. I have everything. Or early in the morning I could go. Number 10 is shower both when or after they poop. I like to shower both of my kids after they both poop, because I don't want to do it early in the morning. Everything happens and then they poop. Or I like to shower them right when it starts getting really hot and everything. They're sweating, and then when it starts to cool down, I like to shower them, because I don't like to have, sorry, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. I don't like to have my kids sweaty or dirty or anything, so I like to shower them often. If it's really hot throughout the day, I like to shower them twice a day, so that way they're really clean, they're really hygiene and everything, so that way they're not fussy or anything. But yeah, that's a really good tip to have. Always shower your kids after they poop or after they sweat, so that way you don't have to worry about them sweating anymore. Or in the night, I like to do it sometimes at night, so that way he sleeps really comfortable or anything. And yeah, I like to change his diaper right before he goes to sleep also, so he will, I'm gonna do 12 tips. I like to, number 11 is gonna be, I like to do, change his diaper right before he sleeps for both of my kids, so that way they don't have any poopies or diapers, wet diapers for the night, and that way they could sleep all comfortable. And yeah. And then for number 12, always have friends. Mommy friends. Always search for a mom out there that's also in the same situation as you, or any mom out there. There's lots of moms out there, and we all need friends. And always search for someone that wants to talk, or always talk to someone other than your partner. If you don't have a partner, always talk to somebody, because it helps you a lot to get your mind off the kids, or talk about the situations with your kids, and that way they understand, or you understand, or you guys both understand what's going on with your kids. Some helps. Like me, I have this other friend, and she helped me a lot with my kid. He has problems with diaper rash. He always gets diaper rash. So she recommended me some lotion for it, and it worked. So that's why I say always have mom friends out there, because you know it helps a lot to have a mom friend that could help you with anything that you need to answer questions on, or anything. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys like it, and don't forget to share with all your mom friends. If you guys like this video and you want me to do more of these videos, let me know, and I'll search for more mom tips I have. I'll let you guys know. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment down below what your mom tips are. And see you guys later. Bye.